Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Some really astounding and, to be honest, when I saw this meteor entering the sky over this town, the last thing I expected was for it to do a full 180-degree turn, go back the opposite direction, before finally arriving at ground level. So a very mysterious piece of footage that was emailed to me by a viewer. Now, as it stands, there's not a lot of information about who recorded this, where it came from, when it occurred. All that I do know from analyzing the video, it does look like a European town, and at one point you can actually see a road sign in the footage which looks like it possibly could be coming from a town in Hungary. But I'll let you guys check that out. What I am more interested in, obviously, is this, what is being called by some as a meteor, but I've never seen a meteor do a 180-degree turn like that. I've watched this clip over and over. It's being posted online on various online outlets. Facebook pages have been publishing it, but again, not a lot of information. It does not look like CGI or anything like that to me. I mean, it looks like your typical meteor burning up in the sky. However, when this thing makes this turn, it really starts to make you wonder whether it's really a meteor. I've never seen a meteor do that. So that leaves us with some other options. Could this be, some have said it looks like possibly a drone that caught fire while in the sky. But again, it doesn't look like that to me. I mean, it definitely does look like a meteor burning up, rather than just a small electronic object that had caught fire and had fallen out of the sky. This thing looks big, whatever it is. And so, yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys think. It's very bizarre. And, I mean, it definitely looks like an object that is under, obvious, in my opinion, control. So let me know what you guys think. Very mysterious. Big thanks to Paul C. for emailing this footage over to me. Now, on to some other sightings, both on and off of our planet. There has been a new discovery in an old lunar orbiter image. The lunar orbiter, which is a probe that is orbiting our moon, that has been there for years, mapping the moon, taking imagery. A fellow researcher, one of many out there, who was going over some photos, found what he is calling a spire, or a curved spike or tower, coming up from the moon's surface and casting a long shadow below it. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Here's the original image here. I'll put it down in the video description. And sure enough, when you zoom in on this area, we find this object here, which does very much so look like a large, curved, spiky object coming up, curving over the moon's surface, casting an elongated shadow down below. And I was really taken back by this. I mean, we've posted videos, countless videos in the past of discoveries, anomalous structures, and objects that we found on the moon. Many of our first videos were specifically about the moon and what we found there. So you can download this image, check it out. I'm not sure about this one. Is this object really on the moon? Could this be a hair stuck on the photograph, as skeptics have stated? There was another issue with the shadows of the surrounding craters being in an opposite direction from the shadow of this object, which could very well mean that this is indeed something caught on the photo and not actually down on the moon. However, on the other hand, in a lot of these satellite photographs, you will have, in some cases, hundreds of different images all stitched together, taken on different days, different hours, with the sun in different places. So at times you will get shadows that are being cast in a different direction due to the fact that some of the images that were spliced together were taken at different times. So again, this very well could be an object down on the moon. Check out the image yourself, download it, and let me know what you guys think. While we're on the subject of unexplained objects happening off of our planet, we have another discovery emailed to me by a lot of people, actually, of a pair of objects captured above the Martian surface. So there's 2 photographs taken by the rover on planet Mars. Again, links down in the video description. And I've probably gotten about 20 different emails featuring this pair of objects that were captured in 2 separate images. So here's the first image here. Just an awesome, beautiful shot of this jagged cliff here, showing the erosion that's been happening by the wind and the sand blowing. And if you look just to the left, you'll probably see this little black dot. And when you zoom in, you notice that there's actually a second object just to the left of the larger one. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. And as you can see, we actually have a pair of objects. That looks familiar. Where have we been seeing these pairs before? So we have this first image here. Let's go to the second image, which again shows these same objects that are in a different position in the sky as if they are moving. And the objects have actually gotten a little smaller than in the first image, which rules out that these are dust particles on the lens, because they're actually in a different position. If you switch between the 2 images, they're in different positions, and they have also slightly changed in size from each image, which would indicate that they are definitely moving in the sky. So this is not the first time that we have seen objects moving through the sky. We've seen saucers, we have seen triangles, and we have seen just faint black objects like we're seeing here. The fact that we have a pair of these UFOs here, which again are only showing up in these 2 photographs, and coupled with that of the what seems like an endless amount of videos that we've been featuring lately showing these mysterious paired objects sitting in the skies over Earth, always in 2s, always in these pairs of 2s. We featured another clip of that yesterday that you just saw. They're being seen everywhere. So is there a correlation here? We've been talking about how these objects that we've been seeing in these pairs of 2, it's happening all over the world. It's a worldwide event. So could this worldwide event also be happening on other planets? It really makes you think. So big thanks to everyone who sent these images over. Speaking of strange things happening in the skies here on Earth, check out this new footage captured over a football game.
Yo, I never took the video.
Stop throwing! Stop!
Ryan Lowry, auto jet to point out.
Take care of one. There's 3 fucking UFOs over there.
Kick is up and good. And with 6:43 remaining, it's now Chia 1 to 20 and West Valley 6.
All right, so I got an email from a Mr. Reed Donaldson who captured these objects. This looks like during like a high school football game. He said that they appeared together. They would disappear at times, move away from each other at different times. He said the most that he saw at once that were about 4 objects. And this is really strange because you can see there comes a point in this footage where we see 2 of the lights at the beginning sitting very close together in a vertical position, one on top of the other, after which the bottom light vanishes, leaving only the one, and then we see possibly the same light reappear high above the lone light that was left there. So could this be the same object that was originally below it, now appearing above it, or is this another object altogether? And then just before the video ends, we see the top light split into 2, and a third light comes out. So it's something very strange going on here. The way in which these lights are acting is not consistent to me with military flares. I mean, you have lights disappearing, reappearing in different positions, one light becoming 2, and it's all very strange. So big thanks to the source for sending that over. A lot of strange stuff happening in the skies. And there's never a shortage of footage. So, you know, this stuff is happening. Whether you want to believe it or not, The videos don't lie. The testimony doesn't lie. There's strange things in our skies. And there is not always an easy, natural explanation that we'll always be able to grasp for, just so we can feel warm and fuzzy inside and not have to worry about something strange that is really much bigger than any of us, and that honestly does frighten a lot of people to even think about. You know, people are more happy being in their little bubbles where they have their belief systems, and when you start talking about strange things that they don't understand that may cause a conflict with their personal or religious beliefs, it becomes hard to convince anybody, no matter how much footage or evidence you show. But I ask everyone to just keep an open mind, because the footage is coming in. I've got a stack of it, and I'll continue showing it. So thanks to the source for this piece of video. Now, I want to talk about two other stories, the first of which is with regards to that recent SpaceX rocket that exploded while it sat on the launch pad recently. We did a video about that, and online news media went crazy when these theories were being put out that a possible UFO was to blame. There was a clip that contained a very fast-moving object that passed over the rocket precisely at the moment that it exploded. Now, in our opinion, it looked like a bird. But since we posted that video, we've gotten actually a lot of emails saying, you know, that they wanted us to take a second look at it, because the object looked very shiny, metallic, and was moving much too fast to be a bird. So, I mean, you guys can check out the footage yourself. I'll put down the original video link to that. The interesting thing about this, and the update that I want to give regarding this story, is that Elon Musk, who is the president, CEO of SpaceX, still has no idea why the rocket exploded. And in a recent interview, what's kind of sparking everybody's interest is the fact that he said, and I quote, that his investigators, as well as himself, have not ruled out the possibility of an unidentified flying object causing the rocket to explode. Now, that is a very bold statement. I mean, that gives us a little bit more information as to their efforts in finding out what happened, and it shows us that they really don't know what has happened. They really still do not know what has caused this explosion. And when you have the CEO of this company publicly stating, risking his reputation and company by even uttering the word UFO, it definitely kind of gives you pause and makes you wonder, well, maybe there was something to the footage of this object passing by. So again, you be the judge. People will see different things in this footage, but I just think it's very strange that UFOs have not been ruled out here. So definitely something to keep our eye on. Now, before we go today, I wanted to talk about this new story that's been hitting the web about Hillary Clinton spitting up, regurgitating, and spitting out some sort of green slime or object into a glass of water when she was doing a recent speaking engagement. Alex Jones from InfoWars has talked about this. It's been on mainstream news even. And well, here's the clip here.
Deal.
All right. This goes on for 2 minutes, and Tim
And
Kaine,
he just sits
look
there.
at him. He's just sitting back there going,
Grab the mic.
Anyway, I was playing Parcheesi.
And so as you just saw, after this happened, news reports went up on all of these different websites talking about this mysterious green substance that Hillary Clinton coughed up into her water during a rally in Cleveland. And whatever it was, I mean, she definitely did spit something green into her glass of water here. Now, some have said that these were simply cough drops. Others have said that these were definitely not cough drops, and that you could actually see what looked like some green liquid and, you know, some movement in the water after she spit whatever she had in her mouth into the water. But what was funny to me were all of the theories on the YouTube clips and news clippings of this piece of footage. So I just wanted to share with you some of these theories as to what it was that Hillary Clinton spit into that water and here we go. The first one, by a username R6D2, that it was a baby turtle. Another user named Spade Throw claimed that she was simply giving birth to the Antichrist, and that Earth will soon be ruled by green, slithery lizards. Another hotly debated theory is that these objects were simply Bill Clinton's testicles that she keeps stored in her cheeks like a squirrel to keep him from messing around with other women. Oh boy, never a shortage of entertainment on the web, that's for sure. But you know what, it's likely just cough drops, but I just had to read you some of these theories about what it is, and there's actually people out there right now who are sitting around conspiring about what this mystery green substance was that Hillary Clinton coughed up. It's just hilarious. But you know, there's plenty more. You can go read them up yourselves, and you know what? It'll give you a good laugh, so let me know what you guys think about everything else we've posted today. A lot of strange things. Big thanks to all of you guys who send me in this stuff. You are a huge part of this channel. I really appreciate it, so keep sending in your videos, your news stories, and your recommendations. You know, what do you guys want to hear about? There's something specific, let me know. I try to check all my emails as quickly as possible. It may take some time to get back to you, but I'm going as quickly as I can to promptly reply to everyone and review everyone's footage. So again, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, and stick around because you know I've got a lot more coming. Stay safe, guys.